What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Daniel's Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. It's good to have you guys in on a Friday. We are live, and so I'm going to get into the boring stuff first. Then we'll get into quarterback play, the big game, those kind of things here in just a little bit. But I promise I was going to talk about this, so I'll start off with this. Again, if you're just joining, I'm going to start with the boring stuff, and then we'll get into the more enjoyable, fun stuff, the big game, quarterback news, stuff like that in just a minute. But like I said, I'm going to start with this. The first thing I want to start with, I promised I was going to talk about this, was the difference between bottom up and top down when it comes to handicapping. I guess the reason I did talk about this not that long ago, and I guess the reason why I'm bringing this up again is because it kind of struck a nerve. There was a guy on Instagram, not going to give the guy's name. He's an okay person, but he calls himself a handicapper, and that kind of struck a nerve with me. It kind of bugs me, got under my skin a little bit, just because he's not a handicapper. He is a line reader. The difference is a handicapper, if you say Quinnipiac versus Ryder, give me a line on that, I can do that. I can go in and I can look at the teams, look at the talent level, look at the statistics, home, away, do all those things. I can give you where the line should be. It should be Ryder -3 or Quinnipiac -4 or whatever it should be. I can do that. This is not what this guy does, okay? This guy looks at the sharp money versus the public money. He looks at which way the line's moving, all those things. That's a line reader. So it's like the difference between being a commercial contractor and being an electrician, okay? If you're an electrician, don't call yourself a commercial contractor because that's not what you are. That's not what you do. That's not your skill set. So that's the thing that bugs me. I do know some guys on Twitter who they just straight up say, listen, I'm a line reader, one of the best line readers in the game. I'd much prefer that. The other reason why it bugs me is because if you call yourself a handicapper and you're not really a handicapper, that's the first sign to me that I wouldn't put my trust in that person. That's the first sign to me that you don't even know what you are. So how do you know what to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know how to brand yourself. You don't even know what you actually do. You're a line reader. You're not a handicapper. You don't even know that. That's the most basic thing you should know. It's like saying, I'm a contractor. When you're an electrician, you don't even know that you're an electrician. Anyways, kind of stupid, but it bugs me. So what I do as a handicapper, just real quick, is I don't, I never look at lines. I never look at, I look at the line, obviously. I don't look at the way the line's moving. I don't look at where the sharp money is, because that would just be looking in the mirror. Hey, what do you think? Oh, I think this. Okay. Because I am the sharp money, so why would I look at it? I don't bother looking at that stuff. What I do, I handicap the games myself. If I see an error in what Las Vegas has put out, if I see that they've put the line way too high, way too low, I take advantage. That's it. That's all I do. I don't listen to ESPN. I don't read a line. I don't see which way the money's going. I don't do all that kind of stuff. I just handicap the game. If I think the line's way off, I take advantage and close shut. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. That's what a handicapper does. There's very few of us out here there. And then there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. There's a misnomer out there. I saw this. Actually, I think it was the same guy that was calling himself a handicapper when he's actually, I don't actually even know what he is. He possibly might be a line reader. But he gave out this misnomer. There's a misnomer out there that handicappers cannot ignore line movement. It's a big misnomer. In fact, I ignored it last night. I had the Jazz -7.5. The line moved to Jazz -10.5. Still gave it out to my clients. Some of my clients had to take it at 10.5. Still covered easily. There's this misnomer that, oh, if the line moves a point or this way or that way or whatever, then I got to stay off that game. Or why are you doing games that are that close? That's the thing that I always ask people. Why are you doing a game where if the line moves half a point or a point, that it matters? How about just skip that game and find a game that the team is 4 or 5 points off of the line, right? That's what I do. I don't bet all of the games. I find the ones that I have the biggest advantages in, and I take those games and I sell those games to my clients. Feel free to comment too. I forgot to put this down here. If you guys want to comment, you guys can comment. But that's what I do. I don't understand that. Oh, the line moved a half a point, so I'm not going to take it now. That's a misnomer. It's a misnomer that that line movement matters a lot. That's just me. If you guys have any questions about that, go ahead, feel free. Anyways, I'm going to move on because that's the boring stuff. Like I said, I'm going to move on. I want to talk about one of my favorite subjects again. You guys know this. The Eagles, the Hurts and the Wentz thing. So it did come out that that the coach got fired because the organization liked Wentz. I didn't understand that. Look, Hurts owns the Eagles. He just came out and did this big charity thing and stuff, which was really cool. But everyone on the Eagles thinks that Hurts is the leader, as far as the players go. They all want Hurts there. It's Hurts' team. I knew that would happen when it was in the draft. I predicted it. It happened. Everything exactly as I said. One of them would have to be traded. I said that the day after the draft. Everything that I predicted on that situation has happened. They need a free Wentz. They need to trade Wentz. Now there's rumors coming in that Wentz is going to be traded, and that a lot of people want Carson Wentz on the team. Trade him. Get rid of Carson Wentz. If they were to trade Hurts, fine. You got to trade one of them. If you're going to trade Hurts, to me that would be like taking the air out of the room. I don't know why you would do that. The team wants to get behind Hurts. The team thinks he's better than Wentz. If you traded him, everyone would go to work and be fine with it, I guess. But it would just be like popping a bubble. I mean, popping a balloon or something. It would just take the air out of everything. But free Wentz, trade Wentz, let Hurts be there. That would be my suggestion. I don't know. They've already messed the whole situation up as it is, so I don't know what they're going to do. But I hear now it's possible that Wentz could be traded, so that would be cool. The next one is the Matt Stafford thing. As you know, Matt Stafford got traded to the Rams, which was cool. I mean, hey, that's awesome for Matt Stafford, man. Being on the Lions for all that time. I mean, think about it. They wouldn't trade Barry Sanders. They wouldn't trade Megatron, Calvin Johnson. They wouldn't trade, anyone. Finally, they've traded one of their stars, Matt Stafford. Good for him. Me personally, I believe in Matt Stafford. I think the Matt Stafford thing is going to work. Personally, I do. I think that the Matt Stafford thing is going to work. I believe in that 100%. I think that the Rams are more dangerous. Although I will say this, the Rams still have one thing that they need to do to really be as dangerous as possible. They still need to get a number one receiver. It doesn't matter what kind of number one receiver it is. It could be a short, speedy guy. It could be a Calvin Johnson type. It could be whatever. It doesn't matter. But they need some sort of number one. Move Robert Woods to number two. Cooper Kupp can be the number three. Then you've got a running game now with Cam Akers. It seems to be. We'll see. And yeah. So I mean, you need to get a receiver this year, and then with Matt Stafford, and I think you can win a Super Bowl. I mean, I think it's going to work. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited for Matt Stafford. Excited for the Rams. I'm a bigger fan of Jared Goff than most people are, but we'll see. Now, here's an interesting take on this. What if the Lions got all of those picks so that they could do a package deal to get Deshaun Watson in Houston? That would be funny. I don't think that's going to happen because it hasn't happened already. But that would be interesting if they had done that to do something like that, especially after Jared Goff came in and said, "Oh, it's great to be somewhere I'm loved," and and then they trade him and a bunch of picks for Watson. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I don't know that that's gonna happen. That would be great if it did. Uh, yeah, I was just thinking about that. So now it could end up being like a three-way trade too. I'm hearing, maybe the Raiders in a three-way trade with someone, and the Raiders getting Deshaun Watson. I kind of feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know why, but I just Watson to the Raiders this year. I mean, I don't know, man. Uh, I think that's gonna happen. I don't know why, but it just seems like it might happen. Another question is, will Matt Ryan go somewhere this year? There've been talks about that. Could be still a lot of mix-up between these quarterbacks here. A lot of decks getting shuffled this year. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Watching the Raiders, I don't know. That might be kind of cool if that happened. I know my buddy, he's a big Raiders fan. He would love for that to happen. So we'll see what happens there. I guess let's close out here with a big game. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the other one I did last year, but I don't know. I just call it the big game, just to be careful. I don't want my this do all this work and then this thing gets taken down. So the big game here on Sunday, we've got the Rams and the Buccaneers. Baby goat versus old goat, old man goat, whatever, old man Brady. It's gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game. You can't never take. If you guys have a prediction, go ahead and put it here. I'll put it on the screen for you. But um, yeah, you can't take Tom Brady out of anything. Devin White's a monster on defense, obviously. Uh, it's hard to, man. This is gonna be a tough game to predict. Right now, I haven't. I still to this day I haven't. I haven't fully. I did put a small bet on one team, but it was just a small bet. I can easily just put more money on the other team. Uh, so I haven't really put my full amount that I'm gonna bet out there on this game yet. Not exactly sure which way I'm going yet. But if I give you guys a little hint, I personally am leaning towards the Kansas City Chiefs to cover. I think what they, yeah, I mean, they're just so good, man. They were so impressive in that championship game against the Bills. And the Buccaneers have been just so Jekyll and Hyde, man. They've had these great games and seen these really terrible games. They've kind of been banged up, piecing together receivers and different things. I said I'm on the Rams. Rams. No, what did I say? I said the Rams. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Hey, Matt, I'm glad you're on here. Actually, let me get. No, what I meant to say was the Chiefs. Did I say Rams? I meant to say Chiefs. Okay, my bad. I'm still a little tired. Apparently, it's been a long couple days for me. Yeah, so I meant to say the Chiefs. But Matt, I wanted to talk to you actually. So I'm glad that you came on. Thank you for coming on too. Thank you guys for coming on and watching. But hey, Matt, if you want, DM me. I'd love to have you on the show sometime. You know, I don't. If anybody wants to be on the show, you don't have to be a handicapper or this person or that. But you can just be a regular plain Joe. It don't matter to me. If you guys want to come on the show and talk, man, I would love to have anybody on. Just let me know. I get boring. People hate me anyways, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm leaning towards the Chiefs a little bit. You know what it was? I was talking about the Rams earlier. That's why I said Rams, because I was saying that I like the Matt Stafford thing. I believe in Matt Stafford. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the Rams. So if you missed that part, you can watch it later. But yeah, so I'm leaning a little bit towards the Chiefs right now to cover, but I still haven't made up my mind. Old man Brady, he's still the GOAT. As much as it pains me to say that, although it kind of doesn't, because I'm a huge Michigan fan, and that's where he went to college. but I'm also a huge Patriots hater. So it's been a big conflict throughout my life as Tom Brady. But yeah, so I mean that pretty much sums it up, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys were able to learn something. Tampa Bay's Scam and Ram. That's an interesting name. Well, what's up, Scam and Ram? Haven't seen you around. Thank you for coming. Tampa Bay secondary, a little suspect. Yeah, it has been. It has been a little suspect from time to time. Um, let's see, Matt. Would love to be on the show. Let me know when, man. I'm back and forth between the Chiefs and Tampa Bay. Chiefs has not been good against the spread, but also hurt to bet against Brady, man. Yeah, but also hard to bet against Brady. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's Randy. Okay, what's up, Randy? Hey, did you change your name or something? It's good to see you, Randy. Um, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I haven't made my final prediction, but I am leaning towards the Chiefs at the moment. So we'll see what happens. I always post my tickets on the Instagram, so if you guys want to see, well, Twitter too. So check those stories as well. But yeah, so if you guys want to see who I end up betting on, you can always check it out. And again, guys, let me know if I can help you in any way. I hope you guys were able to learn something today. I'm sorry, my thoughts are always so scatterbrained, but I do my best. Thank you guys for coming on. And as always, let's make some money. Let's have some fun doing it.